Rhea Ripley.
It's
Dominik.
The WWE Universe has been shaken to its core after Liv Morgan dropped an explosive claim live on television, stating she is pregnant with Dominik Mysterio's child. The revelation, delivered during a highly anticipated episode of Monday Night Raw, sent the crowd into chaos and has left the entire wrestling industry buzzing with speculation. Dominik Mysterio, a central figure in WWE's Judgment Day faction, is now at the heart of one of the most shocking and controversial developments in recent wrestling history. The unexpected announcement. The drama unfolded when Liv Morgan made an unannounced appearance during a segment involving Judgment Day. Dressed in all black and walking with deliberate purpose, she stepped into the ring with an unusually serious demeanor. Without build-up, she made her claim, causing an audible gasp from the live audience. This was not a pre-match promo or a typical verbal exchange. The crowd's reaction was immediate and loud, with chants and shouts filling the arena. The atmosphere shifted from excitement to stunned disbelief in a matter of seconds. Dominik's on-air reaction. Dominik Mysterio's response was captured live, and his body language told the story. His expression shifted from confusion to visible discomfort, his hands resting nervously at his sides as cameras zoomed in for a close-up. He avoided looking directly at Liv and seemed uncertain whether to acknowledge her statement or retreat backstage. His fellow Judgment Day members appeared equally blindsided, exchanging glances while remaining silent. The segment ended abruptly, leaving fans and commentators scrambling to make sense of what they had just witnessed. Backstage tension. Immediately after, reports from backstage suggest that the atmosphere was tense in the minutes following Liv's claim. Dominik was seen walking quickly through the gorilla position, surrounded by Judgment Day members, while WWE officials attempted to maintain order. Multiple sources confirmed that discussions between Dominik, Liv, and WWE management took place behind closed doors almost immediately. The specifics of those conversations have not been disclosed, but insiders have described the mood as serious and focused. Dominik speaks out. Within 24 hours of the broadcast, Dominik Mysterio issued a short on-camera reaction that aired during WWE's online programming. Speaking in a measured tone, he addressed the claim without confirming or denying it. He acknowledged the intensity of the situation and expressed frustration over the public nature of the announcement. He made it clear that the matter was personal and would be dealt with privately, but the absence of a definitive statement only fueled speculation. Social media meltdown. As expected, the wrestling world lit up online. Within minutes of the segment airing, hashtags like #1 Liv Morgan and #1 Dominik Mysterio trended worldwide. Fans debated whether the claim was part of a scripted storyline or a genuine revelation with real-life consequences. Memes, edited videos, and fan theories flooded platforms such as X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Some fans accused WWE of manufacturing unnecessary drama, while others argued that the realness of the moment made it one of the most compelling segments in years. Impact on the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day faction has been a dominant force on WWE television, with Dominik's association with Rhea Ripley forming a cornerstone of the group's on-screen identity. Liv Morgan's claim has the potential to fracture that dynamic, particularly if the storyline incorporates elements of personal betrayal or mistrust. Already, online chatter has speculated about potential on-screen confrontations between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, which could create a high-profile feud in the women's division, while drawing crossover interest from Dominik's ongoing storylines. WWE's official statement. WWE's corporate communications team released a brief statement acknowledging the incident. The statement avoided confirming the validity of Liv's claim, instead framing the segment as a developing situation that would be addressed in due course. The ambiguity of WWE's response left the door open for multiple possibilities, from a full-blown storyline arc to a delicate real-life situation being managed behind the scenes. Dominik's career implications. Dominik Mysterio has been in the midst of one of the strongest runs of his career, evolving from a promising newcomer into one of WWE's most compelling young heels. His partnership with Judgment Day has elevated his character, and his consistent television presence has made him a focal point of weekly programming. The pregnancy claim, whether real or fictional, represents a turning point. It could propel him into the biggest storyline of his career, but it also carries the risk of overshadowing his in-ring work and altering the public's perception of his character. Liv Morgan's position in the spotlight. For Liv Morgan, this moment has catapulted her into the center of WWE's most talked about development in months. Known for her unpredictable persona and resilience in the women's division, she has now positioned herself at the intersection of personal drama and high-stakes storytelling. If the claim is integrated into an ongoing storyline, Liv stands to gain massive screen time and fan engagement, but also scrutiny, as the real-life implications of such a claim cannot be ignored. The wrestling world reacts. Industry veterans, wrestling journalists, and former WWE stars have weighed in on the situation. Some praise the segment as a bold creative decision that breaks the mold of traditional wrestling storylines, while others express discomfort at mixing deeply personal claims with entertainment content. Several analysts have noted that WWE has a history of blurring the lines between fiction and reality, making it nearly impossible for audiences to distinguish between the two in moments like this. That uncertainty is both a creative advantage and a public relations gamble. What comes next? WWE is expected to follow up on the segment in the next episode of Raw, with fans eager to see whether Dominik addresses the claim directly or avoids the topic altogether. The company's next move will be critical in determining whether this moment becomes a long-running storyline or fades from television in favor of a private resolution. Speculation also surrounds whether Rhea Ripley will return to address the situation, given her close on-screen partnership with Dominik. A confrontation between her and Liv could become one of WWE's hottest rivalries, leading into a major pay-per-view. A defining moment for Dominik. Regardless of the truth behind Liv Morgan's statement, this moment will be remembered as a defining point in Dominik Mysterio's career. How he navigates the fallout, both in character and as a performer, will shape his trajectory for months to come. The WWE Universe thrives on drama, and this development has provided it in abundance. The coming weeks will reveal whether this shocking revelation becomes one of WWE's most talked about storylines, or remains a real-life controversy handled behind closed doors.